I know it seems like I only ever call out or challenge stupid men, but stupid women do exist as well. Take Sadia Psychology, for example, a self proclaimed psychologist and coach. And I'll tell you very quickly how you can tell that she's an absolute fraud. Have a watch.
I saw a TikTok where the guy was like, people that go to Dubai or live in Dubai have a personality disorder. Yeah, it's called having standards. We develop such high standards because of the way Dubai is that we become unbearable when we come home or go to other countries. We're just like, why is there so much crime? Why is the weather so bad? Why is it so dirty? Why is everything so slow? So yeah, that's the disorder we develop, and I love it.
Now, does this sound like a person who understands the deeper dynamics of human behavior, or like an insecure, emotionally immature little girl? Yeah, I'm better than you and I know it. So somebody made a comment about people who move to Dubai, saying that they have a personality disorder, and that hit a nerve with Sadia. She actually felt the need to respond to defend herself and to establish how great she is. It doesn't even sound like the comment was aimed at her. And you really don't have to know much about psychology to see the insecurity and bravado just oozing out of her. So she's basically the female equivalent of Andrew Tate. They're both insecure, underdeveloped adults who need to prove to the world how great they are, which I get because it comes from their insecurity, and they don't consciously choose to do this. They're just being driven by their insecurities and the need for validation. And I genuinely do hope that they heal, acknowledge their self-worth, and learn to accept themselves. But the problem comes when they pretend to be guides and coaches or therapists who are out there to help people, when in reality all they're doing is further ruining already damaged and vulnerable people. She is someone who needs healing herself, but is out there teaching others who need healing that the best way to deal with your problems and better your life is to put on a front. She defends and justifies a lot of toxic behavior from men, which itself is an indication of her own damage and insecurities. And it explains why she was caught up recently in a scandal as someone else's mistress, despite preaching and creating a whole brand around being a high-value woman. Now, personally, I don't care or judge her for that. But just like the hypocrite dower bros who preach one thing and behave the opposite, and thereby deceive and misguide people, she's doing the exact same thing. But the biggest indicator that she's not a psychologist or a therapist is her lack of self-awareness. Anyone who studies psychology, therapy, or counseling should develop a deep level of self-awareness, empathy, and nuance, as they should understand why people end up with all the toxic traits that they do. But instead, she's a judgmental, arrogant, and self-righteous person who sees everything as black and white. She can't see the complexities of human behavior, nor of relationships. So she is not the person to be advising you about healing or growth, nor about your relationship problems. So if you're listening to her expecting your life or relationship to improve, I guarantee you it won't. And there are good, qualified psychologists, therapists, and counselors out there who can actually help you. So please, for the sake of your relationship and your own growth, stay away from this charlatan and fraud.